Chapter 7, Career Progression. Section 7A, Leadership Levels. 7.1, Commitment to Responsibility. Many enlisted airmen have officers or civilians as direct supervisors. There is a compelling need for officers, civilian personnel, and enlisted airmen to have a deliberate and common approach to force development, career progression, and the assumption of increased supervisory and leadership responsibilities. Each day as we execute our missions, we should all be familiar with and understand these responsibilities and how they relate to the force structures. Our force structures and institutional competencies, rooted in our core values, describe what makes us airmen. Enlisted responsibilities. Functionally, the Air Force develops technical experts through career field progression and succession planning. Institutionally, the Air Force strives to develop experienced leaders. From the earliest stages, airmen and supervisors must comprehend the progression path for technical and professional development. As airmen demonstrate expertise and potential, opportunities should be made available to encourage more responsibility and increased leadership roles. Developmental opportunities such as deployments, joint assignments, special duty assignments, and headquarters staff assignments offer unique perspectives on how the Air Force functions. Effective career progression and development are dependent upon frank conversations between supervisors and subordinates regarding career field and institutional requirements, personal qualifications, and goals. Officer responsibilities. The officer force structure is comprised of 3 distinct and separate tiers. The tiers are company grade officer with grades 01 through 03, field grade officer with grades 04 through 06, and general officer with grades of 07 through 010. Progression through the tiers correlates to increased levels of leadership and managerial responsibilities, with each tier building on previous responsibilities and focusing on developing the appropriate tactical, operational, and strategic competencies associated with their rank and position. Therefore, general officers are expected to have mastered field grade officer responsibilities. Likewise, field grade officers are expected to have mastered company grade officer responsibilities. Above all, the focus of each tier is professionalism and mission success in the profession of arms. Civilian responsibilities. The Air Force Civil Service consists of more than 180,000 professional civilians in over 35 countries. Within 11 personnel systems, there are 22 career fields, 472 occupational series, and 27 different pay plans. Civilians serve in critical positions such as scientists, engineers, contract specialists, instructors, intelligence experts, mechanics, human resource professionals, firefighters, aircraft mechanics, child care providers, and many others. They provide corporate knowledge and stability across the Air Force and deploy to various contingency areas. Civilians are fundamental to the strength of our Air Force and, like the enlisted and officer corps, have a compelling need for a deliberate and common approach to force development, career progression, and the assumption of increased supervisory and leadership responsibilities. 7.2 Continuum of Learning. Institutional development generally results in leadership, management, and warrior ethos proficiency. Occupational development generally results in technical skill proficiency. The force development construct is a framework that links developmental needs with institutional competencies through the continuum of learning. The continuum of learning, along with the defined competencies, are aligned to ensure airmen are qualified and ready to meet the challenges of current and future operating environments. The continuum of learning is a career-long process of development where challenging experiences are combined with education and training through a common taxonomy to produce airmen who possess the tactical expertise, operational competence, and strategic vision to lead and execute the full spectrum of Air Force missions. The 3 distinct levels associated with leadership skills are tactical expertise, operational competence, and strategic vision. These levels are recognized with various emphasis across the institutional competencies. As airmen progress from tactical expertise to strategic vision leadership levels, emphasis on the use of institutional competencies shifts to a broader focus. The nature and scope of leadership as well as preferred leadership methods differ based on the levels of leadership and responsibilities. Tactical expertise. Development at the tactical expertise level includes a general understanding of team leadership and an appreciation for organization leadership. It is a time to master core duty skills, gain experience in applying those skills, and begin acquiring knowledge and experience essential for demonstrating effective, ethical leadership. Airmen at the tactical expertise level learn to become the Air Force's primary technicians and specialists, assimilate into the Air Force culture, and adopt the Air Force core values. The tactical expertise level is a time for honing fellowship abilities, motivating subordinates, and influencing peers to accomplish the mission while developing a warrior ethos and exercising communication skills as effectively and efficiently as possible. Operational competence. Development at the operational competence leadership level includes developing a broader understanding of the Air Force perspective and the integration of diverse people and capabilities in operational execution. It is a time to transition from specialists to leaders with an understanding of themselves as leaders and followers, while applying an understanding of organizational and team dynamics. It is a time to lead teams by developing and inspiring others, taking care of people, and taking advantage of diversity. It is a time to foster collaborative relationships through building teams and coalitions, especially within large organizations, and negotiating with others, often external to the organization. The majority of enlisted airmen operate at the tactical expertise and operational competence levels. Strategic vision. Development at the strategic vision level includes combining highly developed personal and people-team institutional competencies, applying broad organizational competencies, and leading and directing exceptionally complex and multi-tiered organizations. It is a time to develop a deep understanding of how airmen achieve synergistic results and desired effects with their operational capabilities. It is a time when an airman employs military capabilities, understands the operational and strategic arts, and has a thorough understanding of unit, Air Force, joint, and coalition capabilities. Development at the strategic vision level includes an enterprise perspective with a thorough understanding of the structure and relationships needed to accomplish strategic objectives. The strategic vision level focuses on the effects an airman can have across the Air Force and on the Department of Defense.